Ever wondered what you'd need to survive in an emergency? Well, you're not alone. Welcome to our guide on building the ultimate bug-out bag. Now, some of you might be wondering, what's a bug-out bag? Simply put, it's a portable kit that contains all the items one would require to survive for 72 hours when evacuating from a disaster. We're talking about the bare necessities for survival here, folks. Food, water, shelter, the works. Having a bug-out bag can make all the difference when disaster strikes. It keeps you prepared and gives you a head start when every second counts. Plus, it's not just for doomsday preppers. Everyone can benefit from having one. Because when it comes to emergencies, it's always better to be safe than sorry. So, are you ready to build your own bug-out bag? Stick around, and I'll show you exactly what you need and how to pack it. Every bug-out bag starts with the essentials. These are the items you absolutely cannot do without. First and foremost, water is the key to life. Without it, we can only survive about 3 days. A quality water filter can turn a muddy puddle into a life-saving drink. Compact and lightweight, this device is a must-have, turning the undrinkable into the drinkable. Next, we have the first aid kit. Accidents happen, especially in emergency situations. A well-stocked first aid kit can make the difference between a minor injury and a life-threatening situation. It should contain bandages, antiseptic wipes, tweezers, medical tape, and pain relief tablets. Remember, it's not just about having the kit. You should also know how to use each item effectively. Fire is another essential. It provides warmth, cooks food, and signals for help. A fire starter, whether it's a lighter or a flint and steel, is a crucial part of your survival gear. Along with this, consider packing waterproof matches or a compact stove to cover all your bases. Food, of course, keeps us going. Pack high-energy, non-perishable items like energy bars, canned goods, or freeze-dried meals. These foods are lightweight, easy to pack, and most importantly, they'll give you the energy you'll need to face whatever comes your way. Lastly, let's not forget the multi-tool. This handy gadget is like carrying an entire toolbox in your pocket. From a knife and a can opener to a screwdriver and a wire cutter, this tool can help you overcome a multitude of challenges. Remember, packing your bag is about preparing for the unexpected. It's about having the right tools at your disposal when you need them most. You'll want to tailor your bag to your personal needs, but these are the basics. These are your survival essentials. Without them, surviving an emergency situation becomes a lot harder. Now that we've covered the essentials, let's move on to the secondary items. These aren't as crucial, but can significantly improve your chances of survival. First up, we have the compass. You might ask why you need a compass when you have a GPS on your phone. Well, let me tell you, in a survival situation, you can't always rely on technology. Batteries die, signals drop, but a compass will always point you north. It's a trusty tool that's been guiding explorers for centuries, and it's as relevant today as it was back then. Next, we have a good old-fashioned map. Again, you might think it's outdated, but when you're out in the wilderness with no cell service, a map could be your best friend. It can help you find water sources, identify potential shelter areas, and navigate towards safety. Just make sure it's a topographic map of the area you're in. Now let's talk about a flashlight. It's not just about seeing in the dark, though that's obviously important. A flashlight can also be used for signaling, especially if you're in a situation where you need to attract attention for rescue. And don't forget to pack some spare batteries. You don't want to be left in the dark, literally. We also recommend packing a multi-tool. It's like having a mini toolbox right in your pocket. From opening cans to fixing broken equipment, a multi-tool can come in handy in countless situations. Remember, when you're out in the wilderness, being resourceful is key. And lastly, consider packing a sturdy rope. You can use it for climbing, tying things down, or even fishing. It's one of those items that doesn't seem important until you really need it. Remember, these items are not as crucial as your essentials, but they can make your survival experience much more manageable. So, take some time to think about what secondary items you might need, and remember, it's better to be overprepared than underprepared. Finally, let's not forget about personal items. These are the items that are specific to you and your needs. No two bug-out bags are the same because no two people are the same. Your personal items are going to be unique to you, and they're what's going to make your survival kit truly effective. Let's start with prescription medication. If you rely on certain medications for your health, it's absolutely crucial that you include an adequate supply in your bug-out bag. You never know how long you might be reliant on your bag, so plan accordingly. Next up is eyewear. If you wear glasses or contact lenses, you'll want to pack an extra pair. Vision is vital in any survival situation, so make sure you're prepared. If your sight is less than perfect without your glasses, consider packing a repair kit too. Just in case. Now let's talk about important documents. In a disaster situation, you might need to prove your identity or address, or you might need access to important medical information. So it's a good idea to include copies of your ID, passport, insurance cards, and any vital medical records. Keep them in a waterproof bag to protect them from the elements. Lastly, consider any other personal items that are important to you. Maybe you need a specific tool for your job, or perhaps there's a sentimental item that you couldn't bear to lose. This could also include items like diapers or baby formula if you have a little one to take care of. At the end of the day, your bug-out bag should reflect your needs and your situation. It's not just about survival, but about maintaining your health, your identity, and your sanity in a potentially stressful situation. Remember, your bug-out bag should be tailored to you, so don't forget to pack what you personally need. Now that we've got all our items, it's time to pack our bag. Packing a bug-out bag requires a certain level of strategy, with weight distribution and ease of access being two fundamental factors to consider. Let's walk through this together. The first step is to lay out all of your items so you can see what you're working with. Now, start with the heaviest items. These should be packed in the center of your bag and as close to your back as possible. This helps to distribute the weight evenly over your hips, making it easier to carry for extended periods. Think items like your food, water, and shelter provisions. Next, let's pack the items you'll need quick access to. These should go in the top of your bag or in the outer pockets. We're talking about your first aid kit, fire starter, and navigation tools. It's important that these are easy to reach because in an emergency, every second counts. Now for the items you won't need until you've reached your destination, or those you'll only use once a day, like your sleeping bag or cooking equipment. These can be packed in the bottom of your bag. Lastly, your personal items. These should be dispersed throughout your bag, depending on their weight and how often you'll need them. Remember, the goal here is to maintain balance and ease of access. Now let's take a moment to review. Heaviest items in the center, close to your back. Items you'll need quick access to at the top or in outer pockets. Items you'll use less frequently at the bottom, and personal items dispersed throughout. This process might take some trial and error. Don't be afraid to unpack and repack until you find a system that works best for you. And remember, the key to a well-packed bug-out bag is a balance between weight distribution and accessibility. And there you have it, a fully packed bug-out bag, ready for any emergency. So there you have it, a complete guide to building your own bug-out bag. We've walked you through the process step by step, from identifying essential items like food, water, and shelter materials, to considering secondary items such as tools and navigation aids, and even personal items that can make a stressful situation a little bit easier. We've stressed the importance of packing your bag in a way that makes sense for you, with items you'll need sooner at the top and items you'll need later at the bottom. We've emphasized the importance of keeping your bag light and manageable, and of checking and updating your bag regularly. Remember, being prepared for an emergency situation is not about expecting the worst, but about being ready for anything. This is just a guide for a standard bug-out bag. We'll cover different types of bug-out bags in future videos, so be sure to like and subscribe. Until next time, stay safe and stay prepared.